Hi everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie, and this is going to be the introduction for a number of videos as I go through my recent purchases, which I alluded to or talked about in my spending freeze video. If you haven't seen that yet, I will try and link it above. Basically telling you what my plan is for the summer. I had bought some other loose cardstock. So I made some kits out of those as well, so that will be incorporated. Basically, all those purchases, I'm going to show you what I did with them as far as making them kits or if they ended up in my stash. So without further ado, let's get into this. I made it through all the loose paper that I had. I made a ton more paper kits. I'm finding that it helps, or the way my brain works, if I've already got paper pre-sorted and together, and when I go do a layout, it just speeds up the process a lot. So I'm really thrilled with that, and so I'm going to show you what I put together. Now, a lot of this is Jillibean Soup paper, and I actually went and pulled a bag that I thought was a collection, and it ended up being a whole bunch of odds and ends from Jillibean Soup, and I've intermixed all the good stuff. And so I'm going to show you what kind of page kits I put together, just if you're interested in that kind of thing. I've got a good stack. Before I get into that, I have a few pieces left over that I'm going to put in my kit starter section. If you want to hear more about that, I did a paper sort video a while back, and I talked a little bit about that. So I sort these the way Janet over at RTS Scrapbooking does hers. So far it's working fine, so why mess with something that works? So I have, in this first kit, I have 3 pieces of cardstock and a cut apart. That is all Jillibean Soup paper. This is also Jillibean chilled cucumber, green salt from Soup Staples, turquoise from Soup Staples, as well as this graphite paper. So this next one, I pulled a few sheets, about 4. So I included a wood grain. This was my jumping off, and then I picked the orange and the reddy color. This is an older collection for Fusion. I don't even know how old this is. 2015. I added the hearts. This is from the same collection. That's the back side. It's got the cats on it, which I more than likely am never going to use. This side's got a real animal theme too, but yeah, not going to use that. And then I added the yellow salt. And I probably would use it on the dot side, not the chevron, because this kind of has a chevron look already. I also added this cardstock sticker sheet with it. Not all the colors match up perfectly, but there's enough overlap that I think that will work. This looks very similar. It's just the colors have been refreshed. This is a year later. I threw in another one of those sheets. This yellow and a green. So this is Chit Chat Chowder, Fur Fusion, Coconut Lime, and Chit Chat Chowder. It's actually the back side of that one. There you go. Actually bought some Kaiser Craft. Love this paper. And then I had this Summer Red Raspberry Soup that I thought went really well. Now, there's like no comparison in the thickness of these papers. Like, this is twice the thickness of this. And I just have the 2 because I figured that was enough for now, and if I, want to add something else in, I can. Plus there's the back side of this that has the black gingham, which I quite like. This goes okay-ish, but not really. So this is all from the Bohemian Brew collection. So this actually is meant to go together. So about 4 sheets. 2 of the same. Bowl of Dreams. Got the camera. I actually have 2 sheets of the camera, so I threw them in. I wouldn't necessarily combine these 2 patterns together, but I could cut out bits of the camera as an accent for this, so I think that will work well. This is Farmhouse Stew, and it's actually 2 of the same sheets. But I do like how they go together. Again, I can always pull a turquoise or one of the coral colors or something when I'm ready to do that. This one is Bowl of Dreams 2017, and this is from Photoplay Hibiscus, and I thought those went pretty well together. The turquoise is a little bit, well actually all the colors are a little bit more intense on the Photoplay. The other side has this hibiscus and this side has this greeny color, which is ironically not even in this paper. This is Rainbow Rue. This is the jumping off point. This is Dash of Dreams. Dash of Daydream. This is another one from Rainbow Rue, but I pulled it for the blue, not for the mushrooms. And then this one here is the back side of that one. So I've got 2 sheets of those. I think that'll look quite nice. Will work quite nice. Okay, so this is all the same collection. It's the Shades of Color Soup. So I have 2 sheets of everything. This was all on sale. I think I got them at like 50% off or something like that, which is why I stocked up on a couple of the same sheets. So these are all, like I said, these are all the same collection. And I may find that I need more solid in here, but again, that's easy enough to pull from my stash when and if I need it. I thought this page was really interesting. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I'm definitely going to use this as a background. Okay, Super Celebration. I've got 3. They all belong to the same collection. Then there is Garden Harvest. I love this paper. I think it's so pretty. I have 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So this is all from the same collection. Hardy Hodgepodge is this one, and it's got that. I think I have 2 sheets of this in here. This is You Make Me So Happy. It's got the black on the other side. This is another one from You Make Me So Happy with the yellow. So I definitely have a lot of potential here for flipping and cutting and mixing patterns. And this is Spoonful of Soul. I really like this one too. I like the purple. It's got a grid on the background, which I paired up with here. And then I have this purpley color, and then the other side is this wave or scale. So those 3 go together, or 4 go together. And this next one is an interesting mix. I think I can make it work. It's a bit hodgepodgey. So I've got Simple Vintage Botanicals. I picked this up on like a dollar sale or whatever. And then I have this from Kaiser Craft Everlasting Collection. It's got like this doily kind of look to it. So this kind of has a distressed, hence the word vintage. And I thought, you know, there's enough of this peachy, pinky color in here, I can make that work. And then also from Kaiser Craft, I had the Whisper Collection, and it's just got this really muted and somewhat distressed background. So I thought that would work okay. Well, there is not really gray per se in here. The black is very fine, and I guess you could call it gray. So I think that will work. Also from the Whisper Collection, this Kaiser Craft ledger paper. And then the other side has got this brownie color. So I think that I pulled it for the ledger. And then I thought I would throw this one in. So these are all vintagey. This is a little bit more modern. Summer Red Raspberry Soup. This is that one we saw earlier. But it's got like all the butterflies with the butterflies in here, and this kind of has a distressed look. And these colors are mostly in here as well. So I thought that was kind of fun to pull. And then one last paper I threw in was this Soup Staples 3 coordinating paper. It's got a lot of similar colors on this back side, and this has a kind of vintage feel to it. This one not so much, but I thought this might make a cool background. So those are the kits that I have put together. So these are going to go in my box where I have my page kits. I also punched out a bunch of cut aparts or punch aparts, whatever you want to call them. These are going to go in my die cut binders. And that is probably going to be my next step. All the loose papers that I had that formed collections, like the Vintage Coastal and the Going Places from Simple Stories, I just threw in an old page protector I had 12 by 12, and that's just going to go with my collections. Okay, so my desk is cleared for today. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm going through another paper pad or some of the other supplies that I bought, and until next time, happy crafting and happy organizing.